Hi, I'm Matthew Carter and I'm one of the people helping organise the equality and diversity event called Respectfest at Sparsholt College. We'll be raising awareness and funding for the Ichthyosis Support Group and also for the Gambia trip. Here's a quick interview with Amanda Sullivan from ISG, and hopefully she'll give you a better understanding of what ichthyosis actually is.
Okay, so ichthyosis describes a thick scaling really of the skin. It's evident from birth, it's very rare, and it can also be fatal in a lot of cases. Babies that are born have to be put in a humidifier and treated with lots of moisturisers. The type of ichthyosis that my son has, to put it into perspective, is sort of 1 in 600,000 births. So it's a rare condition, unlike something like eczema, which is usually localised and generally goes after a period of time. Ichthyosis it's a lifelong condition, and it affects the whole body. Day-to-day life revolves around an intensive and constant routine of exfoliating, bathing, etc. The impact of these is around the home, unbelievably. Things like greasiness of the creams on clothing, wear and tear on white goods and such like around the home, that's just part of it. Going outside of that, environmental, we have to every day think about very carefully where we're going to go, so that there's a suitable place where creams and application of any treatment, eardrops, eye drops, such like, can be done in a hygienic environment. As I sort of mentioned, things like cracks are prone to infection, in the same way if you don't have a hygienic environment to do those sorts of things in, it's prone to infection again. Going beyond that again really is the psychological and emotional impact of people's sort of lack of understanding. Sufferers are often looked at in funny ways, stared at, sniggers, all sorts of different things, which are obviously very cruel, but it really comes as a people of, they don't understand, have no understanding of what it is, they have no awareness of what it is, but that obviously is quite hurtful really for a sufferer and also for a carer. So all of those things are daily occurrences, and it's just time consuming really, the routine, the treatments, it all goes together really, but that's what we do for somebody with a sufferer. So it has a very, very intensive and time-consuming daily routine of treatment, usually bathing twice daily in special oils or other types of treatment, and exfoliating. Sufferers also have to have frequent applications of creams throughout the day and also throughout the night. They also have to have their ears regularly cleaned by specialist clinics. And there's also sort of painful type scalp treatment to remove the heavy scaling that occurs, which is why you sort of exfoliate during the bath to get it off the limbs, and sort of combing through the hair and such like. Eardrops, eye drops to keep everything lubricated. It's quite intensive, quite laborious, but it's necessary to keep the health of the sufferer really. Because the charity is such a small charity, you can imagine, on average 1 in 3 to 600,000 births, there really aren't that many sufferers, so that it's a UK-based charity, but however we have members from out the world. It's not funded by any government source because of the rarity of the condition, so every bit of money that comes into the charity goes on research or something to help support the families and the sufferers of ichthyosis. To put something in as an example, there's been recently an offer to do a study into research for the defective gene that really causes ichthyosis, which isn't going to cost in the region of £100,000. So to be generated by just a few members is huge. The charity's there obviously to support families and the sufferers who are often very, very alone, feel very alone at the time that it's diagnosed that somebody has ichthyosis. So to be able to network with people and have a source of advice, friendship and everything else is absolutely crucial, and it's really only through sort of kind donations from the general public that the charity exists to be able to do that and to help people.
Respectfest will be held in the old sports hall at Sparsholt College from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. There will be a variety of music being performed, and alongside them they will have stands and stalls giving information on their organisations. There will also be, in addition to this, the Great College Bake Off, and it is free entry for all Sparsholt students, so please come along and show your support.